This is a video essay proposal on how to empower Chinese public participation through participatory action research based on storytelling with children and aiming to build the attributes of a transformative environmental citizen science. And before going deeper, we need to understand the current situation in public participation in China and also in their citizen science. In general, public participation in environmental impact assessments in China is said to improve decision making processes. But when it comes to the implementation stage, in reality, it is said to legitimize decisions already taken. On the other hand, in the citizen science approach, um, it is located in a contributory citizen science level because it is used to control pollution parameters. Instead, it should harvest the creation of new knowledge and, even more importantly, aim to build the attributes of transformative environmental citizen science. Therefore, we can state that there is no power in citizen participation in China, and according to the Ladder of Children Participation of Roger Hart, there is tokenism in their citizen science approach, since the population has no choice about the topic. They cannot express their opinions with it, and they have little opportunity to create new knowledge. But what if the Chinese government use a new participatory action research approach in schools in order to create the cognitive and emotional preconditions to produce materials to be used in higher levels of participation and influence in the decision making processes of environmental impact cases? And just for being on the same page, we go with the key concepts of this proposal. So we have participatory action research, which seeks to democratize the science and employs knowledge co-production as a tool to trigger institutional change responsive to societal needs. On the other hand, we have storytelling, which are stories that can be used to understand a wide range of topics, such as understanding how people experience their city or how they think about social justice. Also, we have transformative change, which is the paradigmatic shift of human institutions towards strong sustainability. The ladder of citizen participation, you all already know it. It is one of the most widely referenced models in the field of democratic public participation. It is used to understand foundational theories of public engagement and participation. And tokenism, which is the practice of making a perfunctory or symbolic effort to do a particular thing. So, how can we reach this radical change? I want you to imagine a situation. Imagine that it's 1st of June 2007 and the city of Xiamen, Fushan, is overwhelmed. The population has been notified about the construction of a PX plant. The days ahead consist in people protesting. Then one day, schools and communities deliver to the authorities letters explaining and presenting their citizen science projects, and even more importantly, stories from the kids, telling their experiences in their natural places, what they think, what they feel about them. They bring the meaning of these ecosystems, what makes them who they are, and the biocultural diversity that enriches and characterizes that town. This leads to have a part of the authorities with doubts about continuing or not with the project. After this, they decide to continue with the project, but without affecting this or another community or town by collaborating with the Chinese government. Why would this happen? Because schools are employing participatory action research that enables children to express their perspectives, learn in situ, and create new knowledge, and sharing their work with authorities, which allows them to see and feel behind their eyes. This approach is addressing the moral values and the mental models through the perspectives of kids that own a stronger ecological awareness and a pure power seeking model. Why working with children? The more young people become actively engaged in research, the more they personally gain and the more they may expect. and demand that changes comes out after the findings, tackling also the limited view of children as ignorant, incapable, immature, or as a resource to be used. And finally, children are the channel of the ecological awareness and emotional stimuli that we need. So, we already know why children, but why stories? Why storytelling? Stories can provide a context for discussing complex social issues, including those related to social justice, environmental degradation, or resilience. In fact, we have one amazing example from a book that gathers stories from Mexican kids and their adventures in natural places and what they felt, what they experienced, and the meaning behind these spaces. In fact, there is one story called I Know the River Loves Me, I Know Salinas Loves Me, which is about a girl that finds her identity uh, thanks to the relationship to nature. What is the key component of this proposal? Building the attributes of transformative environmental citizen science. Because, first, of the knowledge based ecological awareness. In our proposal, children help us to recognize the interconnectedness of humans and more than humans. Also, emotional responsiveness. The stories are born with a scientific base and they address the lack of feelings of belonging and care for the ecosystems. And number three, the institutional engagement, because children and all the people that take part in the citizen science approach are empowered and participate in the decision making processes thanks to the cognitive and the emotional resources that led to a cultural and sociopolitical transformation. What benefits are there? First, it challenges the limits of citizen science in China and preserves its cultural legacy, fosters dialogue among different sectors of society. Also, there would be less dependence on technology as a base to overcome the contradictions in the pursuit of sustainable futures. And it is a starter path in the journey of changing values, norms, and rules that orient the life of human societies and strong sustainability. If we locate it in the matrix of transformative change, this for sure would be in the transformative change area or near it, as it's like in a sense of humans for nature is regenerative and it's also empowering the citizens. And that's all for now. Thank you very much. Here are the resources.